Good morning, Hornets, and welcome to today's segment of Beech Grove Student News. I'm Melissa Harrell.
And I'm Bgsn. Today we will be taking a look at behind the scenes of Bgsn, updates on the science wing, and as always, sports.
But first, here's Madison Allen with your weekly weather forecast.
Good morning, Hornets, and I hope you're having a thrilling Thursday. Today is going to remain a chilly day with a high of 35 and a low of 19. We are also having a 30% chance of snow for the next hour with about an inch or two covering the ground last night. It's a little slick outside, so make sure you be extra careful leaving the school today. Tomorrow we will have a high of 30 and a low of 17, which makes for a perfect night to come see the school for the second ever production of Bed of Thorns. The first production will be taken tonight. Tickets are sold out, are sold for $5, and students in $7 for adults. This play will be like no other. But first, for this weekend's forecast, we will have a chilly Saturday with a high of 39 and a low of 28. And on Sunday, it will be warm with a high of 58 and a low of 48. And lastly, for the fun fact of the day, did you know although many people are allergic to cats, a majority of cats are also allergic to people? And that's all for weather. Back to Alyssa and Bryn at the anchor desk.
Many of you are probably curious about our science wing and when it will be able to be used again. Bryn got more on the story.
As most of you are probably aware, this past summer on June 19, 2019, Beech Grove was hit with a Category EF1 tornado. This caused extensive damage to many buildings, businesses, homes, and even our school. However, Outdoor Steel, located on Churchman Avenue, probably had the most severe damage. There was structural damage, and a large piece of the wall had gotten torn off by the tornado. Unfortunately, the newest addition to Beech Grove High School, the Science Academy, got hit with the most damage. I got the chance to ask Mr. Keeley the extent of the damage and when we can expect to use those classrooms again. He had explained to me that most of the damage was taken to the roof of the science wing, and that it caused structural damage to the building itself. He then explained that the final estimate for damages was over $4 million. And finally, what we've all been waiting for, when will these classrooms be able to be used again? Mr. Keeley said, quote, "The classrooms will be ready for the first day of the 2020 to 2021 school year, which is great news for Beech Grove High School." Anyways, that's it from me. This has been Bryn Kingery from Bgsn. Back to you guys at the desk. Bgsn does the same production every day at 10:45. But how do we get all of our videos, graphics, and voiceovers into a YouTube video? That's a great question that Erica went out to get the answer to.
Bgsn seems like a quick 10-minute show put on by a few tech kids, but it's a lot more than that. There are jobs such as directing, EPing, and line producing that control the show. I went out and spoke with one of our directors about her contributions to our show.
So directing is like one of the key jobs to Bgsn. What I do is we use a program to run everything through a whole studio, like the cameras, the audio, the videos that you see, and to upload it to YouTube. Basically, if something goes wrong, I really have to know how to fix it. Here, I pretty much have to say when we're going live, if something goes wrong during the show, then I have to collaborate with the EP or the line producer and figure out what we need to change during the show.
If it weren't for our wonderful directors, we wouldn't be able to put on this production every day. So thank you to Jaden, Alexis, Mariana, and even Gabe and Skinner in training. This has been Erica from Bgsn. Back to you guys at the desk.
There are 4 certainties here on Bgsn: packages, weather, sports, and Jordan Dishman getting interviewed. Caleb got more on the topic.
It seems that a certain student named Jordan Dishman gets interviewed almost every day. Jordan is a cool guy, but this raises a few questions. Is this a coincidence, or is it intentional? Does he get interviewed because people in Bgsn are lazy and they only interview other Bgsn students? Is it because Jordan can talk for a long time about literally anything? Well, I decided to get to the bottom of this mystery, so I interviewed Jordan Dishman himself to get answers. Why do you always get interviewed?
Get interviewed because, like, why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm the go-to dude. I have stuff that, like, I could say about every single thing around the world, like period. Like I know everything.
All right. How does it feel to be the most sought after interviewee?
To be honest, it feels pretty good. I don't know how I got this title, but I did. And I don't know, just probably a go-to dude, just a laid-back dude that probably could say whatever about a package and make it sound good. We don't know, but I am. Period.
Well, there you have it. I'm not sure if that really answered anyone's questions, but that's as good as it's going to get. There are other frequently interviewed students, such as Taylor McLeod and Josh Fire, but Jordan Dishman always sticks out the most. Tune into tomorrow's show if you want to most likely see another Jordan interview. I can't guarantee that there will be one, but I have a strong feeling that there will be. Back to the desk.
The PlayStation 5 was announced to come out this holiday season. Chase went out and got more.
With the PS5's release quickly approaching, many people are getting anxious for the new console. Set to release around the holidays this year, it leaves many people to wonder what will be so different about it. As far as we can tell, it is going to run much smoother than the PS4. Also, the controller design is going to differentiate from the PS4 model and has already been leaked several times. We also know that the PS5 is going to start around $500. Knowing all of this, I asked myself a question. Will people buy the PS5 or stick with their PS4? So using this, I asked my friend Chris what he plans on doing.
I feel like the PS5 is just going to be like a slightly better version of the PS4. I don't know if I'll get it. I might get it for Christmas if I want to, if it looks cool.
As you can see, he is perfectly content with his PS4 and might not get the PS5. It leaves people to wonder if the PS5 will flop or if it will still sell well. That's all for me. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Now let's toss it over to Joshua Fryer for sports.
Good morning, Hornets, and welcome back to sports. In Beech Grove news, boys basketball had a game last night against the Howe Hornets. It was senior night. We honored our very own seniors such as Vin Pick, Josh Copenhaver, Isaac Stinnett, Caleb Arsenal, Juwan Allison, and Cody Boone. The boys pulled out with a victory 60-51. Their next game will be against the Whiteland Warriors. This game is their last regular season game. Come out and support the boys as they move into sectionals. Junior varsity starts at 6 and varsity at 7:30. In NFL news, the NFL Combine is here, literally here in Indianapolis. Today, the offensive linemen, the place kickers, running backs, and special teams will all be doing the bench press. If you want to watch, it will be on the NFL Network. In NBA news, these are the conference standings. Bucks are in first in the Eastern Conference, and second is the Raptors. For the Western Conference Finals, the Lakers are number 1, and the Nuggets are number 2 right now. Last night, the Mavericks faced the Spurs and won 109-103. The Rockets faced the Grizzlies and ran away with the victory 140-112. The Magic beat up on the Hawks, and the Magic pulled through with a victory 130-120. In some very heartwarming news, Ryan Newman left the hospital, obviously in very good condition, and on Monday, Ryan Newman got a little therapy with one of his favorite hobbies, fishing. Cheer senior night was last night. Mariana went out to get more.
This season has been very long, tiring, and fun at the same time. Nobody really understands that cheerleading lasts the whole school year. Tryouts in May, summer conditioning, cheer camp in July, football season in the fall, then basketball/comp season in the winter. We usually don't get a break from each other, which is going to be a relief, but also a very sad time at the same time.
I asked Coach Fangman about how she feels with this being her last season with the seniors.
So I'm always really sad to see the seniors go. I will say that cheerleading is about a 9-month-long sport, so I've spent a lot of time with them, and they've driven me a lot of crazy. So I will miss them very, very, very much, but I'm not always so sad that it's the last game.
I am very sad this season has already come to an end, and I enjoyed all the memories we made this season, and I truly am going to miss our seniors. I love all of you, and I hope college treats you all very well. This has been Mariana for Bgsn. Back to you guys after this.
Student news. I'm Melissa Harrell.
And I'm Bryn King.